Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your girl coming through with this video. I'm going to share with y'all some tips on how to help your child, your toddler, your babies feel better when they're sick. I live over here on the East Coast and the weather switches up from hot to warm to cold and then back hot again. Then it fluctuates so much here on the East Coast. And sometimes with the weather changing so much, the little ones, they get a little sick, because of the air. So some of the things some tips I can give y'all, is like, if they're feverish, let me show y'all real quick. Let me give you an example. Wait a minute. Get you a rag, make it like lukewarm or kind of cold, but more like lukewarm. Don't make it hot. Fold it and put it on top of their heads and hold it like compress it against their head. The comfort of it just feels, you know what I'm saying? It makes them feel at ease, Soothe it. Just hold it there. And then flip it over when it gets cold on one side. Flip it over on that side. Hold it there. And ask them, hey, baby, you want me to do that again? Run some more warm water on it again and repeat, just to help bring the fever down. Another thing you can do to help your babies if they're having fever, especially if they're toddlers, ice cream. Ice cream! What kid is going to turn down some ice cream? So some vanilla bean ice cream would be great. You don't have to do a whole bunch of extra, Rocky Road and all that stuff and peanut butter cup and shit. Just some regular vanilla ice cream, and get you a spoon and say, come on, give them a little bit of ice cream. Is to help with the fever. Actually, and popsicles as well. Not too much with the popsicles, because popsicles are really sweet. I don't know if they still have it in the stores, but Pedialyte used to have popsicles. You put them in the freezer. It was a Pedialyte brand, and it helps get your children get their electrolytes from from the pops. But I don't know if they still have stuff like that anymore. Maybe they do. In certain areas, I don't know. But that's another thing you can do if they have fevers. What else? Another thing that is good for your toddler or your child, if they're not really hungry, if their appetite is really not, up to par or whatever, another thing you can do is try a little applesauce. Cinnamon applesauce, because cinnamon has so many good properties. Cinnamon applesauce, and even if you get the cinnamon applesauce from Mott's, sprinkle, if you have a little bit more cinnamon spice in your cabinet, sprinkle a little bit more on there. And cinnamon really helps. So try, applesauce, cinnamon applesauce. Give them a little bit. It's just like so they can get their taste, what I'm saying? If they're not really eating like that, try to get them to eat these things to try to get their appetite back up and going. If they're sick with like the sniffles and sneezes and they just coughing everywhere and the snot coming on out their nose and stuff, soup. Everybody knows soup is the go-to thing to get for the babies. If they, getting all that mucus and stuff coming up out them, get you some soup. And homemade soup is the best. If you make up, people get broth from the store. Store-bought broth is nothing compared to making it on your own. So boil you some chicken, cut you some carrots up in there with some onions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody do that is different. But yeah, make that little soup. If they don't take it from and some people put noodles. Some people get canned condensed Campbell soup or what have you. But it's nothing like homemade. And make sure you try to feed them with a spoon. And if they're not able to do it with a spoon, eat it with a spoon, get you a straw. Get your straw. Don't let the soup be super hot. Let it be, warm so they can sip it. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can continue to get all that yucky mucus up out of them. And, of course, orange juice. Orange juice is good if you're getting real orange juice. A lot of orange juice now. I don't know if they still getting the oranges from Florida. Florida got some good fucking oranges. I don't know where they're getting these oranges from now. The quality of the stuff in the stores now, the quality is just, it's not what it used to be. I swear it's not. But yeah, Tropicana, that Florida orange juice, okay. But yeah, get in my comment section if you have some other tips that you can give parents when it's concerning their child, not feeling well, what they can do, to help them feel better. We want to keep the babies healthy. We want to keep them little busybodies up and running. All right, so that's my video. I will talk with y'all later. Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Later. You better love me. I ain't playing with y'all.